2021 Planning and Zoning Commission for the City of Denison meeting to order. And we will start with, we need to start with roll call, or just confirm that we do have a quorum. We do have a quorum. All right. And looks like today we just have items that are on the consent agenda. And so do we have any comment? Want to pull anything off of the consent agenda? Any questions for staff? I guess, you're not presenting any of it unless we need to, correct, Bill?
I had just one curiosity question on the Arthur property. How many acres are involved with that?
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
On the Arthur property, that's
Yeah. Okay. Let me check. Yes, ma'am. That is going to be 7 lots, all of them over 1 acre each, fronting on Arthur Road.
Any other questions, comments? I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve items A, B, and C as listed on the consent agenda.
second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? None. All pass. That's it.
Yes, sir. For staff updates, we do have a couple of points. Last night we had our city council meeting. We did have a CUP that was approved for 5-star storage. This body recommended approval, and that went through successfully, as well as a rezone along Ray Drive in Washington. If you recall, it was 6 acres on the east side from SF75 to SF5. There was some concern from the council about downzoning that to SF5. Some of the feedback that we got last night in our meeting was simply just trying to cram as many lots as possible onto these tracts of land, or these tracts to be developed, rather. So with that being said, what we're going to start doing internally is providing more scrutiny at a higher degree, really vetting these projects a little bit more before we bring them to this body, particularly when we're rezoning from SF75 down to SF5. So just want to give you all an update on that as we move forward. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer that.
Is that going to be mainly if it's a final plan or a preliminary plan of the city?
Sure. So for any kind of rezoning projects, so if a prospective developer wants to rezone from 7.5 to 5, we would vet that more than what we're currently doing, and just kind of do a better job of that. Now, once the property is entitled with the appropriate zoning, SF75, commercial 5, whatever it may be, once it's entitled, then they can submit a preliminary plat, such as today's agenda item, Rose Hill Edition. That meets all the 7.5 zoning requirements. We can just sail it through on consent agenda. But the items that require a public hearing, you'll still be able to see that and have a regular presentation.
I think for a lot of people, you might argue council people that are not familiar with not as familiar maybe with the overall plan. Is that plan online for the whole city? The comprehensive plan for the zone, is it available for people to look at so they kind of know where we're going with the different zones?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so our comprehensive plan and our future land use plan, all that lives on our website, and it's accessible to anybody. But specific plats or specific zoning cases, you'd only be able to find those currently in your zoning packet and your city council agenda packets as those move through.
Question that came up last night, they were more general of where we want to go as a city. I think it would be good for people to look at that next to be familiar with everything.
Well, I think there is some concern sometimes when you are trying to put SF5 into an area, especially if it's predominantly already S7.5. And so I think it's just kind of a case-by-case basis where it fits and where, or maybe it doesn't. And honestly, it's more important big track versus if it's just just intermittent tracks along the way to split them out. There's a difference there.
A valid concern. I mean, Denison's unusual compilation with all of its creeks and everything that it has, but I can sense sometimes, because the cases that you hear, you don't hear the cases where they're going from 5 to 7 usually. It's the other way around. So in recent years, it seems like it's been predominantly going in that direction. So I can see where some people would hear that that's where Denison is going and they're concerned. So just to kind of somehow have some thought into erasing those fears.
Well, specific to Ray Park, though, we spent a lot of money on CDBG redoing that park, and every time I drive by there, there's no one playing there. So, you know, if I hear that there's new homes being built there, maybe that means there's going to be children there, and the more the merrier, so they can take advantage of that park, 'cause that's a great park.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just need to be reasonable and taken on a case by case.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was it for staff updates. Just figured I'd give you a recap of last night's agenda.
Anything else? You can do. We have a motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
Second.